Welcome to GOA365 News Now. I'm Anjali and these are the headlines. Tensions flare as Banauli Gram Sabha approves its budget, but a massive 91 lakh in pending property tax sparks heated debate. The Sarpanch assures swift recovery. Parents up in arms over the government's April 1st school reopening. Extreme heat, lack of facilities and a high court battle. How will this education policy rollout impact students? And now for the news in detail. The Banauli Gram Sabha on Sunday approved its annual budget. However, a property tax collection of approximately 91 lakh remains pending. Sparks intense discussion during the meeting. The Sarpanch assured that notices have already been issued to defaulters and recovery efforts are underway to collect the dues promptly. Here's more.
Residents also raised concerns over the poor condition of the Dando ground, demanding immediate repairs. The Sarpanch stressed the need to organize tournaments to encourage youth participation. Another key issue discussed was the missing signboards marking the entry and exit points of Banauli, with villagers insisting on their replacement. Several other unresolved matters affecting the village also took center stage in the discussions.
त्या वाड्या सायनेज खंय ना नावाची सायनबोर्ड्स ऑलरेडी प्रोविजन केला या वर्सा आसा पळय प्रिजर्व करचे आनी प्रिजर्व करपाक म्हाका नॉट ओनली सँडल्स आमगे डायरेक्टली सायड घायच्यो आतां हे पण आमगे टॅक्निकल घेतानी तेंगे आमगे तेंगे जोडो आमगे प्रॉपर्टीचे आनी हांव जाणा एक ट्युरिस्ट आहा दिल्लीचो कावेरीची शिमतोल घेवपाक गेलो तुका प्रूफ आहा कोण आसा तेका कावेरीची शिमतोल घेवपाक सोदतालो सो हांव मागता आतां एक प्रपोज येयला बाणाले मुद्दे तो पुलिसांनी ते मुद्दे कोण जात मागा की आपण तो डेव्हलप करू सो वान्स आम्ही ते हे केले प्रपोजल डायरेक्ट रिजेक्ट करू आता बाबा आम्ही हेरिटेज साईट सांगतो ती आदल्या पाहिजे टाइम ही मुगे प्रपोजल आहे किती हेल्प काय आता आम्ही मोका पाहिजे जायचं पहिलो आणि ती हेरिटेज साईट मग ऑब्झर्व करून मागलो आणि बोलतो ना एक दिवस झाले आता आपण थोडी दुकानला एक वेळा तोडना पडे आणि आमगे बाळाले मग ती हांव हेल्प काय कोण कातोच नाही ते आदल्या दिवशी मुगे मागणी
एक एक्सीडेंट जाएगी घंटे वहाँ गेट में थे इम्पोर्टेंट थे ये गुस्सा नहीं लेके रखते आपकी ऑर्डर अब हम कार्ड लगे हमको जोड़ रहे थे हमको लड़ाई था संपादन लागू है प्रश्न लाइफ इम्पोर्टेंट दी मेन थिंग टू नोट एक्सीडेंट में कोई त्रास पड़ो आणि त्यांच्या फॅमिली ने रोडली नो ॲटलीस्ट वीसाचे रस्ते कोणतरी मोटरसायकल रस्ते बांधताय आणि दोन्ही पासी वेगळी त्यांना बांधायची कोणतरी तो पडलाय बाबा मेमरा पण लढवत आणि एअरपोर्ट पर मेट्रो फ्लेअर आहे थँक यू जाऊन ते 50 बी झाले ते आणि दुसरे आमच्या सोबत आहे अंडर 40 45 ते प्लेयर आणून ती मीटिंग केली त्यातून ती ते केल्यार की मुखार वचपाक पावतली कित्याक सगळे वेटरन खेळपाक ते तो 5-4 वचता बाबा बाणाकार टीम हें कितें कितें जाता सो आमकां विचारलें आमी आसता ती मॅचाचेर हेल्प करपाक प्लेयर आमी आतां ती गेमी लागून कित्याक आमकांय मुखार आमगे भुरगे मुखार सगळ्यांगे भुरगे आहाय बाणावकारां खेळपाचे आयज आपले तेय व्हरता सो हें इंस्ट्रक्शन पळय फुटबॉलाचेर की आमी क्लबाक आपण खेळपाचे क्लबाक एक मेंबर जाल्यार पुरो म्हणजे क्लबाचो आणि एअरपोर्ट पण वेटरन प्लेयर आहे ते कारण पण हे सजेशन घेवपाचें
पंचायत फंडाला ऑलरेडी फॉर द डेव्हलपमेंट वर्क्स आसा पळय एक्सपेंडिचर फ्रॉम दॅट फंड कॅन बी युटिलायज्ड फॉर हे आर्टिफिशियल टर्फ जे आसा पळय आमी 1 CR दवरलेले आसा एक्सपेंडिचर फॉर डेव्हलपमेंट वर्क्स आसा हाऊस टॅक्स जे ताणें दाखयला की 91 लॅक्स हाजी रिकवरी जायना अजून ताजी एक भासा बसताली आनीक दुसरो म्हणल्यार आतां मार्केट जो पळय टॅक्स कलेक्ट करतात तो ताणी भरपूर दाखयलो आसा म्हणल्यार एक्चुअल तो मेळटा तो समज अरावंड 15-20 लाखाचे कितें दाखयला पूण हो नेक्स्ट इयर इतलो मेळपाक शकपाना कित्याक हो आतां जी हायकोर्टाची ऑर्डर आसा जे इलिगल जे पळय आसा तितले ताणी विदीन 6 वीक काडपा जाय तें काडलें हो रेवेन्यू लेस जातलो ताजी एक भासा बस जाली आनी एक म्हणल्यार आमी रेजोल्युशन एडॉप्ट करपाक सोदताले जे मेगा हावजींग प्रोजेक्टाचे आहेत ते, पूण तातूंत तो टेक्निकल इशू जालो कितें की आमी तो प्रपोजल दिवपाक जाय आशिल्लो आनी आज अशें जालां की मिटींग आपयतात, नोटीस धाडटात 3 दीस पयले, लोकां वॉट्सॅप पावता 1 दीस पयले आनी तुका जरी प्रपोजल घालपाक जाय आसता जाल्यार तो 7 दीस पयलीं घालपाक पडटा. पूण आमी कितें सांगला सरपंचाक की जो एनावन्समेंट जाता तो एनावन्समेंटाचेच बराबर लोकांक कळपाक जाय की बाबा प्रपोजल तूं मांडूं शकता म्हणून. आतां थोडे प्रपोजल लोकांनी मांडलेले ते घेवना कारण ते आफ्टर डेट पावले, पण 2 दीस पयलीं 4 दीस पयलीं अशें घालपाक पडटा म्हणून ताणें सांगलां. पूण आतां हेचेर एक डिफरन्स केलो म्हणटा कितें, जेन्ना मिटींग आपयता तेन्नाच तांणी ही नोटीस धाडपा जाय आनी नोटीस धाडटा तेन्नाच लोकांक प्रोपागेंडा करपा जाय, सो दॅट लोकांक टायम मेळपा जाय की प्रपोजल जे ग्रामसभा मांडटा ते मांडपाक टायम मेळपा जाय. हें एक मातशें आमी डिस्कस केलां. बेनावली पंचायती म्हळ्यार एक हें ना, म्हणजे कितें बेनावली खंयच्यान स्टार्ट जाता, कॉमेर्स खंयच्यान जाता आनी खंयच्यान काबार जाता हें बोर्ड नात, पूण हे बोर्ड घालपाचें आमी मागलां. सेकेंडली एवरी वॉर्ड जे वाडे आसा त्या वाड्याची नांवां हे बोर्ड घालपाचें मागलां आनी जे लोकांचे सायनेज आसा जे इलिगल आसा ते काडून घेवपाक मागलां आनी ते तांणी मान्यताय करून घेतल्या.
वाड्यान गार्बेज उडयतात आमकां एक फायन मात 5,000 अबाव. सो तांकां एक क्वेश्चन केल्लें, जेन्ना मारगांव म्युनिसिपॅलिटी 20 ट्रक सुमार बाणान गार्बेज हाडली तें कितू फायन मारगा म्हणून ताका ते आन्सर ना, म्हाजो माल ना म्हणून सांगता. आनी दिस इज इनजस्टीस.
आनी कितें आशिल्लें ग्रावंडाचें कितें जाल्लें?
ग्रावंड आमगे दांडो ग्रावंड आहा, लोकांची मागणी आहा तो बेगीन करच म्हणून, लोकांची स्वप्न आहा आपण जीत आसा तो कोण दीस म्हणून.
ग्रामसभार हालीं बजेटाय जालें, आमी बजेट अप्रूव केलां आनी सेकेंड एक कोणाक एक प्रपोजल येयल्लो आमकां विशांत फुगेलो, सो तो प्रपोजल डिस्कस केला.
बजेटान कितें पास केलें तुमी?
बजेटान आमी चडशें आतां हें दवरलें आतां कितें फुटबॉल टोर्नामेंट करपाक, सो आमकां ते लोकांक सांगिल्ले भशेन आमकां युथां वयर काडपाक.
Ramesh Naik Raut, Manisha Jadhav and Sanika Nagwekar for GOA 365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Parents across Goa are rallying against the government's decision to start the new academic year on April 1st, citing concerns over extreme heat and inadequate infrastructure. The move, part of national education policy implementation, has sparked protest and a legal challenge in the High Court.
The NEP's educational reforms, stakeholders argue the timing is dangerous for student health, with classrooms lacking proper ventilation and cooling systems. In a protest in Panjim and Ponda, parents emphasized the need for a proper break after March exams, citing concerns over the mental and physical exhaustion caused by the immediate return to school in extreme heat.
Stakeholders were not kept into consideration for the same. It is clearly here in the documents that you have to discuss with us before implementing it. And your sudden circular, which has come as a shocker to all of us, is just not in the air. But we going through detailed inquiry, interviewing principals, almost 130 principals I have called up and I have checked with teachers around. It is not easy to get this information and what the education department is like. I don't know who they are trying to please and I don't know why CM wants to be the first in the state to implement it, keeping our children as the guinea pigs right now, and putting them through this turmoil. Today children are not happy studying for their exam, thinking that they are not going to get holidays now in the month of April.
Now if you go and read the main NEP document, it is stressed continuously in the document that they want to do away with coaching center culture and learning by rote. Learning by rote is learning by heart. They want to stop this. They want to have more practical training. But Goa NEP seems to be going in the reverse direction. We are not getting rid of this coaching center culture. By introducing such a high syllabus now with NCERT textbooks, we are ensuring that coaching centers multiply. We are not ensuring that rote learning stops. We are not training our children adequately.
Is there a need to start it in April? And what is the need? Because today every parent, every person in Goa is left in the dark with certain circulars coming as surprises to everybody. Why don't you people, even the education department, why don't they come up with a press release or to explain as to what is the need for getting us into this, getting our children into April and troubling them?
Computer teacher is teaching Hindi subject. How can she teach her Hindi when she is specialized in computer? A PT teacher teaching Konkani. How can he teach Konkani?
A history teacher teaching geography.
I don't know how. What is that?
Right, sir.
So you have a specific teacher for specific subject. Appoint. There's so many unemployment in Goa. Teachers are graduate with no job. And even to get a job, you have to pay money.
Very true.
That's true. So how can some government should do something about that?
So do you think that there is a teachers crisis in Goa?
Exactly, man.
It's clearly said.
Why don't you go and yourself go and interview the
Shortage,
principals?
that's the first thing. I think so you came in late. There's shortage of teachers, and that's what the demand is. And also a lot of teachers are on contract, so they don't know whether they'll be there next year. So the teachers, principals are asking, please get NOC and get them confirmed, so that we know we have this teacher, they can be sent for training. We have seen the Chief Minister openly saying, though the cases in court, that schools are going to open on the 1st of April. It's all out in the newspaper and all parents are concerned and worried. To that, we have started digging into and finding out whether the teachers have done their objections, whether the principals have done their objections, and to our knowledge, I have got a representation right in front of me where the Teachers Association have given a detailed explanation about the suggestions and objections for not starting schools in April. Plus the principals also, the Headmasters Association yesterday submitted their letter about the objections and suggestions, also where they said that they too hardly had any time, as the gazette was put out on the 13th, to collectively get information from all the principals of the government aided as well as the government school for their feedback.
आता 28 तारखेक भुरग्यांची एग्जाम सोंपतली आणि 1 तारखेक परत भुरगे स्कुलान जॉइन जातले. आता 9वेक जो भुरगो पास जाता या फेल जाता हो रिजल्ट आयले कित कळटले. समजा तो फेल जालो जाल्यार तांच्या खातीर खंय 3-4 सब्जेक्ट जांचे उरता तांकां जून जुलयान कितें एग्जाम आसतली. सो भुरग्यांक ह्या गरमेन जी ही हीटवेव आसा मेडिकली, ही हीटवेव भुरग्या पासून जाणट्या पर्यंत पिडियाट्रीक टू जिडियाट्रीक म्हणटा आमी, जाल्यार ती इतली हीटवेव लागपाक लागल्या की भरपूर गरमी आणि तश्यो क्लासरूम्स गोंयान म्हणा या फोंड्या म्हणा की बाबा AC आशिल्ले बरे व्हेंटिलेटेड क्लासरूम्स, ती एज्युकेशन सिस्टम अजुनूय आमची गोंयान जाल्ली ना.
I feel these children need a break. It is very important for mental health, like Jatin said. And secondly is, in case they don't want to take this into consideration, give us a year at least. 1 year is required for the children to mentally prepare themselves that yes, next year we are going to start in April. We're not going to have this 1 month. We're going to have only 1 month, not 2 months.
Dylan Rodriguez, Krishna Naik, Manish Parab and Muzaif Sheikh for Goa 365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. And lastly, for the weather forecast, the skies over Goa remain clear as dry weather continues to dominate the region. The dry spell is expected to continue for the next 7 days with no major changes in temperature. Maximum temperatures will hover between 34 to 35 degrees Celsius, while minimum will stay steady around 23 to 24 degrees Celsius. Here's more on the weather.
While the skies are clear, the rising heat brings its own set of challenges. Authorities are warning residents about possible dehydration and heat-related illnesses. The IMD advises people to stay hydrated, avoid outdoor activities between 11 am and 3 pm, and wear light, breathable clothing. Special attention is needed for children, the elderly, and outdoor workers. Farmers are also urged to continue irrigation as the dry conditions persist. IMD forecasts clear skies for the next 7 days. Shallow to moderate fog likely in the mornings. Maximum minimum temperatures for Monday 34 degrees Celsius and 23 degrees Celsius respectively. No coastal warnings issued. Bureau Report Goa 365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube Goa 365 TV. Take care, stay safe and keep watching Goa 365.